Hi, I'm Dana Obleman. This video is for my free sleep course for newborns up to 3 months right here on YouTube. If you feel like you could use more guidance, then check out Sleep Sense Plus. The link is in the description below.
Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about naps being too short, which is so common in the first 12 weeks of life. Newborn sleep is not well organized. It's very fragmented over a 24-hour period, and getting long, sufficient daytime naps out of a newborn baby can be tricky. So we'll talk today about what will you do if the nap is too short. First of all, you will not panic because that is very normal, and just know that with time and patience and effort, all the things that you've already been doing, she will start to sleep longer and longer stretches all on her own. So that's the good news. With time, as she develops the skills to become a really good independent sleeper, she will start taking beautiful naps throughout the day. Nice, long, gorgeous naps. But for now, they might be short. And what do I mean by short? I mean roughly 40 to 45 minutes, anywhere from 35 to 45. And there's a reason for this. Newborn sleep cycles, they're much shorter than adults. Our sleep cycle is roughly 90 to 120 minutes per cycle. A newborn baby's is only about 35 to 45 minutes per cycle. Newborn babies actually only have 2 stages to their cycle. They're either in deep sleep or they're in REM sleep. Deep sleep looks exactly like what you would imagine. That is what we say sleeping like a baby looks like. It's just they are out. They are still, they are deeply asleep. The fire alarm could go off and they don't wake up. It's deep. And that's so important for their developing brains. Absolutely crucial that your baby has nice long chunks of deep sleep. That's where all the immune system is built, and cell rejuvenation and repair and growth. All this good stuff happens during deep sleep. For us too, but you can see why it would be so important in a newborn. Or they're in REM sleep, which is dream sleep or active sleep. And that's pretty easy to tell too, because they'll be very twitchy. They'll squirm, they'll make facial expressions, they might throw their arms out. It looks pretty restless, actually. And I can even remember thinking with my first son there might be something wrong with him because he was such an active sleeper. I now know that no, there was nothing wrong with him. That's REM sleep, and that is really normal and important for a newborn baby as well. That's where all the neural pathways are being formed and developed. The senses are being stimulated, all kinds of good stuff's going on during REM. So they have these 2 cycles that basically last about 35 to 45 minutes. So at the end of a cycle, there's usually a little brief wakening, and hopefully they can get into another cycle really quickly, but often they can't. They don't have the skills yet. So they'll wake up. So if your baby wakes up at that time, I don't want you to give up on the nap. I want you to go in there and see if you can get her to go back to sleep. You can rub her forehead, you can bounce the mattress a little bit, you could do some shushing, you could let her suck on your finger, you could offer a pacifier. All of these things can be helpful in getting her back into another cycle. And this might feel like cheating a little bit because Dana, you told us not to do these things. Now you're telling us to do them. But I would way rather preserve the nap than worry about all these rules that I've already given you. So yes, we're cheating here. This is the only spot we're cheating, to try to encourage baby to go back into another sleep cycle. I would say give it a good 10-15 minutes. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't, you just get her up. See if you can hold her off a little bit, because it's probably not time to feed her yet, right? If you're following a 2 to 3 hour feed window, it might only be not even the 2-hour mark yet. So see if you can, maybe she could be distracted in other ways for 20 minutes or so, and then you can give the feed. If though you feel like you need to feed her, right? I'm never telling people not to feed hungry babies. I am. Feed her, go ahead. She may fall asleep there. No big deal, right? She may not, and you have a feed, and see if you can move her into plan B for finishing off the nap, right? Move her to the stroller or the swing or the rock and play or even the carrier to get her a little bit more sleep, because it's not going to be enough, right? You'll find that if she only has a 45-minute nap, she's probably pretty grouchy afterwards. She's not really hungry and she's not really rested, so she's kind of stuck in this limbo of being, neither full nor refreshed, so just grouchy. And that can be a little tricky. So I would rather her go back to sleep in some fashion so that we can keep that fatigue level low, and hopefully she's getting good quality sleep throughout the day as best we can. I mean, right? We're just doing the best we can here. Thanks so much for watching. Sleep well.